am Mihir and welcome once again to the MJ Show. Now I've got somebody on the show today whom you guys absolutely fell in love with because of one song that she did in a film. We're going to find out a little bit more about that. But we're also going to be talking about her brand new song that's just been released, I guess about a week or so ago. I'm probably wrong on the number, and by the time you get to see this, it's probably going to be a little more time than a week. But we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about her first song, and we're going to talk a lot more with my guest today. So welcome on the MJ Show, the absolutely fabulous Jasmin Walia. Hi, Jasmin.
Hi.
Good to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
And you know what? Before we get into your new song, which is brilliant, by the way, I love the video. I told you that the moment I saw it. It's called Mañana.
Yes,
you
got it right.
Yeah.
Mañana. It's actually a Spanish word.
Yeah.
So mañana means tomorrow.
Oh, all right.
Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Okay. So when I'm singing in the song, I'm saying, you can call me tomorrow.
All right.
Because I'm going to be hot in Havana. So the concept is that it's a girl and a guy. Mm-hmm. And as in any relationship, right? There's always one person giving more than the other. Mm. So in this case, she was giving more than the guy. Mm-hmm. So she's now fed up. And so she says, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to call you tomorrow because I'm going to go and have fun. All
right. So we kind of jumped the gun. We've come to where you are at right now. And you know, the brand new song that we're talking about. Of course, by the way, you guys have to check out the video. It's fantastic. I'm sure you get to see it on whatever streaming platforms you like. Check it out and also listen to the song everywhere. Give some official love for Mañana to Jasmin. But let's talk about, as I always do when somebody comes on my show for the first time, your origin story. I want to find out, how did you get into music? Was this something that you always wanted to do? How early did you start off? How young were you when you first performed? Tell me all about it.
Yeah, so I actually started singing when I was about 8 years old.
Oh, wow, okay.
I know, so very young, in English. And I remember when I used to go on family holidays, and I used to just get on the stage and do karaoke's and perform. And then I remember singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Oh, wow, okay.
Which was from Wizard of Oz.
Of course.
And my dad was in the living room, and he was trying to get me to stretch the notes. Yeah. He was almost teaching me, even though my dad can't sing.
Okay.
And then he was like, okay, I'm going to put you into a few, dance classes, singing and drama classes.
Oh, nice.
So then it kind of started from there, and I just loved doing it. I just loved doing it.
So wait. That's one of my favorite songs. I love it. Judy Garland's version, then that the Hawaiian guy who done it, Israel. I can never get his last name right. But there was a beautiful version of, I'm talking about Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
I know, and it's always in the number one in the world chart.
Exactly. And
for about 4 years.
And it's there in so many movie soundtracks, the Hawaiian guy's version that I'm talking about. It's a fantastic song.
Yeah.
So before we actually find out about Bom Diggy, which is the song I was telling you guys about, and about Mañana, I want to hear you sing a line or two of Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Oh my, I haven't sang this since I was...
I figured, but yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I'd love to hear that.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby.
That was really nice.
Thank you.
I know I kind of put you on the spot on a song.
You definitely did.
On a song that you probably not sung in a long, long time.
Since, I would say about, a very long time. Very long time.
But that was lovely. That was really, really nice.
Thank you.
So yeah, okay, so you started off very young, and was singing the only thing? Because you said you got into dancing and...
Actually, I did acting first.
Okay.
So in the UK, I did a television show called The Only Way is Essex.
Oh, lovely.
Which is called TOWIE for an abbreviation.
Okay.
So I did that for a few years. Mm-hmm. And I always wanted to sing, but as I was young and I was doing all these auditions, and, it can get pretty tough.
Yeah.
And everyone knows that it's very hard. It's not an easy space to get into.
Yep.
So then this show came about, and I was like, it's a very good opportunity for me to showcase myself. And the show actually followed our lives and what we enjoy doing. Okay. So I thought, actually, this is a very good platform to kind of go into my singing. And then I remember meeting Zach Knight for the first time in a business meeting, and he heard that I could sing. And I was like, great. So we had a chat, and we worked on our first song release, which was my first song release, which was very exciting. And it was
What was the song called?
Dum Dee Dum.
Okay.
So that was my first ever song that I recorded and released. And
How long ago was this?
This was about 2 years ago.
About 2 years ago.
And it did very well.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember he was saying that we have to invest into the video. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I invest myself. I'll put my money in and we'll do this together.
Yeah.
So we did that song on T-Series.
Okay.
And it done very, very well.
Nice.
And then after that, I was like, okay, I'm going to do my own songs. I'm going to, make my own songs. And then it literally just went from there. I released Girl Like Me and Temple and had a very good response. Mm-hmm. And then I did Bom Diggy.
So let's talk a little bit about that. Firstly, by the way, even your first song you said was released with T-Series. Was that as an independent song or did that get into a film as well? Forgive my...
Dum Dee Dum was not in a film.
Okay, thank God. Because I didn't remember it being in a film, but I have the worst memory in the world.
It
could definitely be in a film and I had not remembered it. But okay, so it wasn't. But then Bom Diggy was in a film, right?
Yes.
Sonu Ki what?
Sonu Ki Di Do Ki Sweetie.
It's almost like it's a tongue twister, right?
Yes, yeah.
So, but that song exploded, right? I mean, it's got like some 500 million views and stuff like that.
Crazy.
And it's so the way I discovered that song was it was playing every day in my gym at least twice. So if I'm there for about an hour and a half, I get to hear that song at least one time for sure. So everybody was listening to it, whether it's in the gyms, whether it's in parties, whatever. And it became like one of those, really big hits of what, 2018?
Yes, 2018, yes.
So tell me about that. How did that come about?
Again, so Bom Diggy was a song that me and Zach were just in the studio and we made. And we released it actually independently. And then we just started to see it pick up. And then we started seeing Katrina Kaif singing to it, Ranveer sing. And we was like, because we're in the UK, so we don't see any of what's going on in India.
Yeah.
And then we had a couple of remixes on it. So Dylan Francis, who's a very, very well-known, jumped on the song. And then DJ Snake mentioned it in his playlist. And I was like,
nice.
Okay, this is getting a bit crazy, but for a good reason.
Yeah.
And then we got told that it was going to be in a Bollywood movie. So for me, I was like, oh, that's so exciting. Because I always wanted to do Bollywood, right? Yeah. But you don't ever anticipate how you're going to get into the space.
Right.
So this was very unexpected for both of us.
Nice.
And then I remember coming to India for the very first time last year. So I've never been to India.
What are your Indian roots, by the way? Are there any Indian roots?
Yeah, I'm fully Indian. So my grandparents were born in Delhi and Amritsar.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
Yes, yeah. So yeah, there was the first time I came to India and I started hearing it in the car. And I was like, oh, this is lovely. Our song's playing on the radio. And then I started hearing it in the restaurant. And then I just heard it everywhere. Yeah,
Bollywood music gets played everywhere. I always say India's pop music is Bollywood. So the way you'd listen to music all across the place in England or in the US, your pop music, India's Bollywood, India's pop music is Bollywood.
It's crazy.
It plays everywhere.
I know, right? And then obviously we met some of the actors and actresses and they were just loving the song. And it was just a very good feeling.
Very cool. So if you do, and this was one of the questions that some of your fans had asked. By the way, I know I asked you guys, in fact, she'd asked you guys as well on our Instagrams to give us questions for the show. And I am going to do that. The last bit of the show is going to be your questions. I'm going to get your names on the show as well. I'm going to ask her some of the questions that you guys asked me to ask her on Instagram. And if you're not already following us on Instagram, do that right now. I'm Mihir Joshi Music and you are Jasmin Walia. Jasmin Walia, Mihir Joshi Music on Instagram. Follow us and show us some love even after this episode comes out. Let us know what you thought about this. We'll put up a picture in a little while. You can give us your comments on that. But one of the questions that you guys asked was, if you do come into Bollywood, what do you want to do? Do you want to continue singing or do you also look at, because you have acting experience in the past, is that something that you would want to do as well?
I think eventually I definitely want to do something. So I love a challenge.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm getting into this music space and been doing it full time now. And for me, I want to do something international. I sing in English and do the crossover of, say, Hindi, Punjabi. So I want to continue doing that and showing off my music and giving my, supporters more.
Nice.
So that's the plan. And obviously with Mañana just dropping, that's kind of a pre-sequel to my new songs that are coming.
That's awesome. So you got songs lined up already?
Yes, I have songs lined up already.
That is fantastic. So before we talk about Mañana, which is your brand new song, let's hear a little bit of Bom Diggy.
Oh, you're doing that.
Yeah,
they're
because,
very serious.
Yeah, no, I
No,
mean,
I'm kidding.
if I'm going to sing it, let me sing it right.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
तू गला बड़ी करदा अब करके बखा जा नेरे नेरे आ तू आजा सोनिया I wanna see you one like Rihanna, get all up on the bum diggy diggy bum bum. She bending up like the summer, she tell me on with a
Bum diggy diggy bum bum.
You got me like crazy, got you calling me.
Bum diggy diggy bum bum.
You got me like crazy, got you calling me.
Bum diggy diggy bum bum.
Woo!
Ah, that was awesome.
High five.
Yeah. So we did that on the first take. Wink, wink. Okay. Anyhow, so we gotta talk about Mañana, which is now your brand new song. The video looks absolutely fantastic. Where did you guys shoot that?
Thank you. Shot it in the UK.
Okay.
Yes. So this project was something that I produced from start to finish, including the visuals. And video is super, super, super important to me.
Of course.
Fashion is like number one for me.
Yep.
So this video was I wanted a different feeling. I didn't want to make it to say Indian style,
Right.
And I wanted to make it quite international
Right.
for this particular video.
Right.
And I feel that I caught that vibe.
You definitely did. I mean, visually, like you said, it's not, and you know what? I don't mean that as a bad thing that a video looks like an Indian video, but what I mean by what I'm trying to say is it looks like a legit international pop video. It's not like a Bollywood song.
Yes.
It's not, the way you've danced, the way you've dressed. Everything is like it's ready to be on pop charts anywhere. It could be on the pop charts in the UK, in the US, wherever. And of course, now you've released it here in India. And I'm sure you're going to get a lot of love for that song.
Yes, hopefully, fingers crossed. Please check it out.
Please check it out for sure.
So yeah, that's literally the idea of it. I wanted to make it that kind of pop video because I feel like I sit in that space too, and I that's what I want to ultimately get across.
Yeah.
And I want to do something a little different to just an ordinary video every time.
That was cool. That was really, really cool. So you guys have to check out the video. It's called Mañana. And like I said, apart from checking out the video online, you should definitely listen to the song on every streaming platform as well. That's one way you can definitely support an artist that you love and share not just that video, but even this video where you're getting to know a little bit more about Jasmin with all of your friends. That's the way that you can show your love and support for the artist that give you, joy in your life. So, Mañana, let me hear you sing a little bit of that.
This is like a singing show.
It's a show where singers come. It's expected. These people, everybody watching right now saying, like, hey, you gotta sing a little bit.
Okay.
So come on.
Because you pronounced it correctly, I'll sing
Thank you.
Okay. I'll sing the second verse. I like the second verse.
Go for the second verse.
I'll be searching, trying to find a new thing. Clock is ticking. Baby, you should think of baby from now and I'll be gone. I'll be looking up and up for some fun, and I won't call you back when I'm done. There's no ring on this one. You can call me mañana. Oh, I'll be hot in Havana. Oh, 'cause today I don't want no. You can call me mañana.
Yeah, that was awesome. And now, we're going to come to the last segment of the show where I'm going to ask you a few questions that a few of your supporters, some of your fans have written. So, Harshal Sapakle, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing your name right, but Harshal, she says, big fan of yours, just wanted to say hi and keep inspiring. You're doing awesome stuff. So, no question, but he just wanted to compliment you and tell you that you're doing an incredible job.
Thank you so much.
Night Hooded asks, did you take any training in music and do you play any instrument?
Oh, good question. I did take training in music. Actually, not too much though. So when I was 8, I was in singing classes till I was about my teenage years. And then I actually just started to watch YouTube videos and teach myself. And especially now that I've started recording in the studio, it's a completely different space.
Nice.
To record in the studio is very different to singing live.
Of course.
So over the last few years, I've learned so much.
And for people out there who are following Jasmin, for people who follow any singers, while you hear a lot of them saying that a lot of people are gifted, you learn, you come with a natural sense of rhythm and melody, and you have the knack of singing. But I definitely recommend getting a little bit of training, at least, if nothing else, just to learn how to breathe correctly. Because everything about singing is about breathing right. And once you get that part, then you can just listen to stuff and learn by yourself as well.
I mean, I learned.
You gotta get that down.
100%, because I guess I wasn't like naturally born with an amazing voice. I just had to learn. Like, I had people telling me I can't even sing at points, but I just learned. I just continued. And for me, when I learn something, I will go and keep going until I get it. So it's super, super important. You can never be an amazing singer without training.
Without training.
Yeah.
What exactly is, by the way, he'd asked you also to sing Bom Diggy, which you did. What exactly does that mean? That was even something that I wanted to know. What does Bom Diggy mean?
I think in our... So I guess Bom Diggy is kind of like this hot chick who has like a good thumb and moves it.
There you go. You got your answer. All right. Wonderstruck Wanderer. That's his handle on Instagram. Says, according to Jasmin, how much of a role do music programmers, producers, and arrangers play in the success of a song? And do these roles get the credit they deserve when the song becomes a success? That's a great question, by the way.
That's a really good question.
Really good question, yeah.
So they play... It's teamwork.
Yeah.
Making a song is teamwork.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone, even, without that one person, that song is not made.
Yeah.
So I feel where I come from in the UK, they are absolutely treated with very much respect. It's very equal.
Of course.
Obviously, I hear stories out here that sometimes they're not so much. But I believe it's super important to credit everyone, because without that one person, the song is not the song.
Lovely. Who has been your inspiration is what the Harsha Blogs asks.
My inspiration?
Yeah. Who are some of the artists that you heard and said, hey, I want to be like that, or I want to sing like that, or that song really moved me, and this is something I'd love to do?
So actually, the way I actually learned singing as well was Christina Aguilera.
Oh, wow, nice. That's a great person to follow for any young singer. Yeah, for sure.
Because her voice, she had this like deep soul voice, right, when she sings. And I remember listening to her album Stripped.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like an acoustic stripped back version of her songs.
Right.
And I was like, wow, the way she stretches is
unbelievable.
Insane.
Yes, phenomenal.
So actually, I loved Christina Aguilera.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. So, and one final question from Yo-Yo Jag 123. Hey Jasmin, big fan from the UK, and my question is, will you ever consider acting in Bollywood or Punjabi movies? I kind of asked her that, but straight up, would you, if you got an offer today, right now, before you leave, and you're leaving for London tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
So if someone said,
that can happen.
That can happen. Like somebody comes up and says, oh, you know what? Let's make it even more interesting. After this episode comes out, some Bollywood person sees it and says, hey, this is the girl I want in my next film. Will you come down and shoot a film in India?
I would love to. That would be cool.
That would be cool. That would be cool indeed. You know what? Make that happen for Jasmin, guys. If you're watching, especially if you are a Bollywood film director or a producer, make that happen for her. But you know what? I want to wish you all the success for Mañana and for the new songs that are going to be coming out in the months to come.
Yes.
Is there some name that you can give us? Drop a name or something like that? Can we like break news right now? Is there something that's happening?
I can't, but it does have Punjabi and Hindi in it.
That's enough. Thank you so much, Jasmin.
Thank
it was
you.
a
Thank
pleasure
you so
having you on the show.
Thank you for having
That's pretty much all the time we have for now with Jasmin. But like I always say, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook. Just search for Jasmin Walia or Mihir Joshi, and you'll find us. Let us know what you think. Share this video with everybody and give your comments here. If your question did not get asked in the episode, put it down in the comments. I promise you, Jasmin will see it, and I'll get her to share this video on her page as well, so her fans can see it as well. And if you ask questions, we'll give you the answers over the next few weeks for sure. But again, like I said, this is pretty much all the time we have for now. This is Jasmin. I'm Mihir saying bye-bye.
Bye.